Hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers, episode 18 of Forging the Phantom Fleet. How's everyone doing today? Okay, quick update since the last episode. I have been farming like crazy off camera. I wanted to get my Merc ship back up and running before the next stream. And oh my god, that was such a pain. But, it has been rebuilt. And I kid you not, I spent the last 3 days straight. Ugh. Oh, I probably should have gotten rid of that magnetic plate, but oh well, I'll come back to it. And let's see here, I have also finished the Pirate Raider. I should have done that on camera, but I figured, you know what, let's just start a little here, a little there, and see what happens. It was surprisingly a lot easier to fix up than you may think. But that's what I've been doing these past few days. And I did some clearing out. I got rid of some ships. The blue frame, whatever that gunship thing was called, I forgot it. Got rid of my medical shuttle. Got rid of the trade runner. I just needed more parts. I figured, let's just grind these down and build this ship up. I am highly considering converting the Corvette into heavy armor, and I do need to change a few things. These are faux blocks. They got to go down to half, that way they're not in the way of these guns. So I think I might do that over the weekend. Now, these signals. One of them is the Factorum warship, and the other one is the other Factorum ship. I don't know the name of it, but it's that really, really long one. Does it have a name? Can someone tell me? I don't know. So, my current votes. Which one do you guys want me to take on first? I am 100% taking them both on, but which one first? The warship for a rematch, or the longship for something new? However, keep in mind, my Merc ship may be back up and running, but I 100% want a second ship to come with me. I'll set it up as an AI, because I don't have any actual drones. Did I give a proper tour of this? I did not. So I rebuilt this with a projector. Forget the name of these things. I did some minor changes since the original model. Honestly, it still needs some tweaks, but I was able to spread these weapons out just a little bit more. Let's see, I've got a refinery right here. I moved the nuclear reactor right here. I have my hydro tank right there. Did my best to block it off with these blast doors. And of course the hydro tank, because I no longer have the Prototech thruster. That was lost when I picked a fight with the warship. And lost. Oh, and this thing has 4 jump drives. They're all right here. I'm thinking maybe I should have covered them up more with just a plain old heavy armor panel. Like do an actual block or something. But that's for future me to figure out. And even though I got rid of my trade runner, I'm thinking about adding my new trade runner to this series just to kind of show it off, because I'll be using it at the start of my next series. And of course, in the long run, I need to have like a dedicated garage, because right now this is nothing but a square with lights. So today I will be fixing up the red ship, or at the very least getting the symmetry part done. I'll be working on the blue ambassador too. At the very least, I want to replace the blocks that are missing. Do that first, you know, take it one step at a time. And that's all the updates I have. But, alright. I'm going to keep the original colors, but I'm going to start using plastic for the skin. Boop, boop, boop. I think it'll look pretty cool. I really haven't built wood plastic before, so let's see what happens. Alright, and of course... Bing bong. Pink. Whenever I build, I always build in a single color and repaint it at the very end. Bing bong. Hmm? One second. Yeah. I had to turn this off just so I can delete the old Factorum spawn, which was the from last week's vote. So you guys saw nothing. Huh? Steel plates. You know, it usually helps if you have steel plates on you. If I was a steel plate, where would I be? You know, it's possible I used all of them. You're in a cargo crate. You're in a connector that's not connected to me. You are also not connected. Seriously? Is something not connected up? Oh my god, I am so disorganized. That's weird, because everything should be connected. Huh. I didn't mess something up when I moved this, did I? No. I definitely need to label this stuff. Small cargo container ammo? Yeah, I'm just showing people how to be disorganized, that's all. You don't suppose it's on this thing, do you? My newly built ship? Wow, WTF. You sure it's not on this thing? I didn't leave it over here, did I? Huh? Oh. Hmm. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's get this red ship built, shall we? Hey, Bob, I thought you were on. Let's go over here. No, Bob was off. Oh, and my mark ship does not have a Bob. So... Huh. Do I have to change where Bob is located? Nope, Bob's just being slow. You don't... Okay, I think I know what it is. See, I used up a lot of steel plates that are connected to these suckers and Bob, and all the extra steel plates that I have are not connected. Okay. Well, production. Steel plates. Give me 1,000. Because you know I'm going to use them. Apparently there's a few things on there I didn't finish fixing. Ha! Go figure. Alright, how far does this go? To there. Now we're cooking. So in all honesty, this is my first time fixing up the red ship. However, I don't know how the front looks. I might have to look up the original blueprints. This is an ion-only ship, right? Yes. Alrighty then. Does it have one more down thruster? Hard to say. Well, let's do this. We got the base, thruster, thruster, base. Whoops. The base, thruster, thruster, base, base, thruster, thruster. Okay. Should do. I might have to queue up some thruster components. I keep thinking that beacon is like a pirate ship that's going to come invade me. No, it's just a station that happens to sell ships. I do wonder if those ships are any good, though. Conveyors. And I'm going to need interior plates for that one. Tell me I have plates. I queued up so much stuff for that merc ship. Interior plate. Yeah, 5. That is not connected to this. Okay. Assembler. Where'd my plates go? Bob must have taken them. Okay. See, and that's why Bob is so handy. Because you never know when you forgot to fix something. That front part is definitely going to be the hard one. Alright, so let's say a roll of light armor. Which way did that go? That went exactly like this. Okay. Nope, because this one needs to go. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so let's see if we can get this design down. Ooh, what about this part? Yep, same thing. So 6. Base, 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 base. Doesn't exactly match, though. C'est la vie. Definitely an interesting way of building. Ooh, what's this thing? It is the huge. Oh, okay. Let me click this button. Nope, not that one. Trying to keep it symmetrical. I mean, I'll obviously change it at the end, but for now. And of course, if y'all want to do me that favor and press that thumbs up button, be much appreciated.
Energy low.
Really? It's because my flashlight's on. Force of habit. I tell you what, let's go ahead and refill while we're here. Production. What did I need for those things? This one, thruster components. Oh, let's do like 500. I really like this mod, Block Picker. All you gotta do is hit Ctrl-G, and you can pick whatever block you're looking at. I might have to queue more stuff up. Alright, well. Plates, components, tubes. Plate, component, tube. Projections. Interior plates. Components. Tubes. Save a hassle and just go for straight 4,000. Alright, where was I? Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. It's basically the same design, only one block bigger. Love it. Well, keeping this symmetrical, I would say there's 2 more batteries right here. But why come that one's red and that one's green? It's because of that loose charge. On. Battery 6, charge mode auto. Usually when I leave these on auto, they recharge at their own, fully depleted in 130 days. Merge block is on, so they are merged to those things. Well, whatever. Let's go with battery. Battery. Conveyor. I'm going to assume a conveyor goes there and there. I don't know what was here though. Maybe another turret? Would be the only logical thing. Oh! I need more steel plates. Okay. Assembler. Do I really need 2 assemblers? It wouldn't hurt. Well, hello there, Alex. Longship is the transport ship. Oh, is that the name of it? I couldn't find the actual name in the entity list. What the? Oh, why'd I click on that one? Actually, you know what? Okay. High profile transport? Psh. That was right in front of me. Oh, I thank you, Alex. See, I was looking for something with like Factorum in its name. Well, we'll need to give it a different name. Transport ship? Nah. We can do better. Don't fully understand why that battery was showing red when the new one just turned green. Yeah, like there's another red one right here. Anyway, back to building. So right now, basically just replacing any blocks that happen to be missing. Gotta take a good guess on which ones they are, though. Ooh. This was supposed to be a thruster. Aloha from Bulgaria. What's up, Rujo? Nice to finally have time to pop in alive. Oh, well, thank you. You admire my work. Oh, do you admire it when I run into stuff? Oh, God. Oh, well, thanks, dude. I try. See my newly rebuilt Merc ship? Love it. Yeah, I stream every Sunday and Wednesday. And if something pops up last minute, I usually make a post on my community tab on YouTube. Oh, well, let's just say a lot of this stuff that I have been building, I did a lot of it off camera. Otherwise, we'd be on episode 60 and I'd still be on my first ship. I wanted to speed it up just a little bit. How many build and repairs? How many bobs do I have? I called the build and repair mod Bob. What do I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 bobs. And my Corvette has 2. Okay, how much downwards thrust do I have? Just these 2? Wonder if there's thrust right here. Well, if that's the case, let's make this also a thrust. Ooh, I'm missing a block. That would be the base. Oh, and on a side note, I am working on a custom warship for my next series, because I don't do custom ships for this one. And I need to make a reasonable sized hangar. But I don't have any small ships at my disposal. So I can't exactly choose how big the hangar is until I have a ship for myself. Do I have Bob on the fighting vessels? I never put one on the merc ship, so to answer your question, no. I really should before I get too carried away. Yeah. This is a very smaller hangar. If anything, once I'm almost done with this, I could make this slightly bigger. Like 2 more blocks. Hard to say. It really depends what ship I bring with me. Oh, steel catwalk. Forgot they used these a lot back in the day. Laggy. Four to five large cargoes and 5 to 10 bobs. Good idea. Mm-hmm. 8. Huh? Oh man. I just put that catwalk right in my way. Oop, missing block. Missing block. Really? Just that one? Okay. 7. Oh, I love that question. How many guns is too many? Do I still have it? Yeah. This right here is my very first custom warship. The design is horrible, but I think there's around 50 plus guns on there. I went a little overboard. Dirt. How did that go? That went... looks like a triangle. Yep, had it right. And under it is... light armor... light armor... Okay. Again, triangles. Oop, already had that one.
Energy low.
Energy low. Here, let's recharge. You definitely go through a lot of energy in space. maybe next series when I have a more dedicated garage, I'll make sure to put a couple oxygen fans in there or something. Keep that temperature warm. Can't be recharging every 10 minutes. Oh, and instead of a station like this, maybe I'll drill out a giant asteroid and put my new ships in there. I mean, not like 20 of them, of course. But like one ship here, one ship there. Oop, missing block. Behind that one. Here. I think that one's just a plain old square. I will definitely want to do something about this hydro tank. I can't stand the fact that it's exposed like this. But you know, this is a ion-only ship. How would I just replace that giant tank with a smaller one? What's a dreadnought? Is that a No Man's Sky reference? I don't really think that far ahead. Oh boy. Alright, flat part goes on the bottom. Just like that. But of course I need a girder. Let's just say it's like that. Okay. I can't really say I have plans to build an actual dreadnought, but if my custom ship turns out to be one, so be it. My largest ship is the mercenary ship. I have fixed up the colony ship in a previous series. I won't be doing it in this series. However, that would be my second largest. They're pretty much tied for first place in terms of size. Ah, snap. Bulletproof glass. Gotta love the old-fashioned designs. Okay, light armor block, light armor slope. Interesting. Two downward thrusters. And actually, I can definitely picture myself fixing these ships up inside a giant asteroid. However, I would need one big enough to fit the ship. Unless part of it's hanging out. Just thinking to myself real quick. Well, there goes my steel plates. Oh, snap, that one's missing one. I bet you this was the one that I had to reattach the other episode. Uh-oh. Or puller. I don't think I'll need to worry about that one. But fortunately, my mark ship is up and running, so if I need to pick a fight... lag spikes. Definitely going to have to guess on what these blocks are, other than just filling them in. Oh snap, that one was the wrong block. Pull it by the leg. It's like, come here. Dirt. That doesn't look right. That's because it's not. This was supposed to be over by one more. Oh. Yep. La-ti-da-ti-da. I tell you what, let me go recharge and I will see what you said. Okay, so if you double your biggest ship, only see if it's not like self-sufficient, meaning 20 bob plus, or supposed to mean industrial capacity, 1,500 guns. It would be quite interesting to see a ship that big. I could only imagine how heavy it would be. 10, 20 million weight. See, that's another thing. Even if you have a giant ship, it's going to weigh a ton. And even in outer space, that's not really a good thing. Or, I mean, the Merc ship here weighs around 4 million kilograms. That's heavy. That's a lot. Well, I ran out of large steel tubes? Interesting, okay. Thruster components and large steel tubes. Alright, because before I built the Merc ship, I had a lot. And now I have none. Well. Alright, production. Steel tubes. Or polar at 5.92. That's actually a pretty cool looking ship. Put some drills on it and make it a new drilling ship. Uh-huh. I get the feeling they're just going to fly right past us. Alright, where was I? Rimboli, what's up, dude? Rails? What do you mean? Rails? Rail guns? Oh, we could definitely talk about rail guns. Well, that is something I'm going to do. Once this thing is almost done, I am definitely going to go through what weapons are on this thing. Maybe it hasn't made those yet. Bob, why are you not welding this up? Bob likes to take breaks. Bad Bob. Looking cool. You know it. Once it's done, I'm going to repaint it with plastic. It's going to be a nice little look. 1 second. Oh wow, so far the majority of you are voting for the longship. Okay. Cool beans. Well, it looks like once I have a second ship up and running, we're going to take down that longship. But unfortunately, I don't know when I'll have the second ship ready. And now the ore puller is pulling away. Okay. You know, I just make components when I need them. That's a blast door. That's an armor block. Blast door, armor block. Okay. Game logic. kind of feels like there should be something here. Which update are you talking about, Ramboli? Surely not Fieldwork, because that one's been out for a bit now. I think I'll leave this part blank for now, but I'll most likely just fill it in with these half armor blocks. Nothing fancy. Does seem a little bit off though, but celebi. Snap, that was the wrong block. 1, 2, and then the thing. 1, 2. Then the thing. D2 Hauler, that one came in pretty quickly. Oh, I see. One, two. Nothing there. Interesting. What about these two after the thrusters? Haha! What direction were they? Although I am curious about the update they're working on. The one where they're adding food to the game? Or, whatever it was. Well, I mean, it is a survival game, so why not have food? Food and a few blocks. Do they have a release date for that update? Whatever food update you want to call it. I have seen that mod, but I have not used it. Oof. At this point, I'll just wait for them to release that update. Definitely feel like something should be right here. Weird. For now, let's just fill in the blanks. Ooh, especially like this part. Talk about empty space. Woo, like. Oh, a window. Okay. And you are definitely facing forward. In the projectors, don't you have the ship schematics for the basic AI ships, at least? Not sure what you mean by the basic AI ships.
Energy low.
Seriously? Hmm? Hmm? Alright. This thing really needs a grav generator. Okay, time to guess what blocks are what. And are these not going to connect to anything? You are light armor, light armor. This one is funky, so I'm going to have to replace that one. Dirt. Can't fly. Sits right under there. Which block is this? I can't see nothing. It's that block right there. Okay. So it should be right like this. I know that doesn't seem right. Triangle in the corner. Ah! Triangle in the corner, but that one looks like it's pointing forward. What color am I doing? I'm going to keep it the original color, but it's going to be the plastic skin. So this one's going to be red. Red and gray. And I totally did that one wrong. Oh, and I don't know what block it was. Light armor, inverted corner base. It's like that, but the opposite way. Ah, like this. Good enough. Golden like rhino cover? Don't know what you mean. Oh, and I definitely gotta do something with these pipes. They are way too exposed. Gotta replace them with the reinforced ones. Solar barge. Totally guessing on these missing blocks. Rhino cover and stealth. Okay. How about a 100% stealth ship? One that can go invisible. Where did I put my stuff? Really? Wonder if I had those two mixed up. Bob, what are you doing? What are you doing to me, Bob? There is a chicken mod? At first glance, that's what it looked like. Oh, sure. Now you weld yourself up, Bob. Huh? Yeah, I know about the cloaking mod. Boop, boop. Alright, what other blocks am I missing? Other than interior stuff. 5. Or not 5, 6. Although I bet you this one was the, those catwalk things. Oh, speaking of catwalks. Ah! Okay, you are light armor. I thought I put that piece there. Uh-oh. Did I put it in the wrong spot? Yep, about 2 blocks lower than it had to be. That something seemed a little odd. Okay. Then 2 bases. Whee! 2 bases. Oi. You think the hickey comes from that? Base. What direction was that? The 1/4 slop. Leg spikes. Alright, this one is facing forward backwards. Oop. How much you want to bet the one above it is something different? Grr. Yep. Alright, 2 bases. And then the funky chicken. Alright, base 1. Base 2. And I already did the funky chicken. Okay. And I know this one's regular. Okay. Back to the interior.
Energy low.
Whee! Don't care about the solar barge, but let's hope something fun spawns in. That way I can stop building and go say hello. Okay, interior stuff. Whee! Oh boy, multiple levels. Okay. Laggy. 1, 2. Oh? Ooh, this is not connected to anything. That's weird. Maybe a oxygen tank went here or something? See, that's a thruster. Light armor block. Let's do this. Let's find out where this is. I'm pretty sure it's the one right on the bottom, but you never know. Okay, it's this block right here. Gives it the Star Wars look with that lighting block. Yaha. Gotta have a bit of a Star Wars vibe. I mean, I could put an oxygen tank there, but it's a little too close to the outside. So if this thruster takes a hit, that tank's going to go kaboom. And I still need to connect this downwards. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to look up the original blueprint from Keen just to have an idea of what it actually looks like. Kind of drawing a blank right now. 2 hydrogens. Ah. Gotta watch those typos, Ramboli. I don't know what you're saying. So let's do this. GO2. Dum. And I can even put it like so. Oh, the hydro engines. These suckers. To be honest, I don't even care about these engines. I never use them. I'm not a big fan. Let me come back to that. See what else I got. Actually, let's do this real quick. Disconnect you just for a minute. Hit the brakes. Okay. Now, control panel. This has one O2H2. I don't like how they used to be called oxygen generators. Let's just do this. Ha! And it does have one oxygen tank. Can do one for the recharging. Yeah. Tank. 1 and 1. Now that tank was... It's like back there somewhere. I remember seeing it when I was filling stuff in. Engines for recharging the bats. It's an idea. Especially on an ion-only ship. Alright, let me reconnect this before I get carried away. Boom. Oh, and there's my oxygen thingy. O2. Symmetry. Totally getting rid of these button panels. Ah! I'll probably end up replacing these diagonal windows with the actual stairs with the rails. Oh, there's that oxygen tank. I was just talking about you. And this has got to be the one that's sticking out. No? Huh. Then what is that conveyor doing there? That one is connecting the air vent to the cargo. Okay. I'll leave you there just for right now. Alright, moving on. See, my flashlight is off. And actually, I don't like these old school passageways. They're just blech, big and bulky. Alright, tank there. Which also means there's nothing right here to connect these two. I'll just do a conveyor for now. Empty spaces. Oh, probably this one. Now, if I kept this thing symmetrical, then I'm going to have to put a tank here, conveyors, square conveyor, tube conveyor, come on. Assembler. I don't mind the ship having assembler on it, but if it's right in the front, I may want it in a different location. Light armor, light armor. Woohoo! And 5. Should probably put this back to gray. Not that it matters. Alright, so the front of the ship. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do. Oh boy. The interior back of the ship, right here. Don't really know what I'm gonna do. I do wonder if something's here. Or maybe I could put a door right here. Just kind of enter this way. I guess these thrusters are fine. Other than filling in the gaps. Gotta have some protection. Make a big grid one next with grapples to drop ships inside. Not a bad idea. At some point, I need to build my own space station. That's one thing I have not done yet. And maybe I'll save it for next series. Alright, where was I? Rocket, be gone. You are 49% filled. I did farm a lot of ice, so I'm not too worried about losing half of that tank. Oh my god, I need a better entrance. Definitely time to replace that keyboard. Boop.
Inventory full.
Grr. Okay. And I definitely don't like these gyros this exposed. Ugh. Disgusting. Inventory's going to be full. Pew. Okay. Oh, what about the bridge? Cargo. Air vent. Air vent. 2 air vents side by side. Okay. But they're not connected to anything. Huh. That's weird. Decoration? That would need to be connected to this. But it's out here. Well, I never cared for the original location of these air vents. Let's replace that helm with the actual seats. That's probably standard catwalks. I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to redo this whole interior. It's a little blarg. Blah. Boop. Ah. I'm a big fan of the control seats, but we'll do that for now. Uh-huh. So that's what, 2, 4, 6. 6 thrusters that way. Same for that side. Forward is 4 large and 4 smalls. Why do these old ships have a ton of forward thrust but practically no reverse thrust? Two large thrusts going for stopping and 2 smalls. Still might want a little bit more though. Oh, and these thrusters are a little bit exposed. They can still take a direct hit. Well, not too bad. I would say I got the easy stuff done. I'll probably replace those lights. I would say next up for this ship is interior stuff. Yeah. It can bring a very small ship. I don't have any small ships. Another thing to consider, if I'm bringing this with me to take down the Factorum, and I start gathering the Prototech stuff, where am I going to put that? I can park a mini ship here with some landing gear or a magnetic plate on it, but I don't really have room for all the fun Prototech stuff. Unless I, like, just slap it here and fly back to base. It's an option. Boom! Okay, I'm going to circle back to the interior of that ship, but for now, let's start working on the Blue Ambassador. Kind of working on both ships today. Missing blocks first. Yep, got both tanks. Note to self, when you have a dedicated garage, make sure you have lights in every direction. Boop! Alrighty then, get rid of this. And get me... Oh, give me a few more of these. I did reconnect it, didn't I? Yep. Another thing I got to keep in mind is, where am I going to put the jump drives? Oh, snap. Or if anything, hollow this part out and put the jump drive right there. Option. I'm pretty sure the blue ambassador is designed to be right here, but I don't remember. I've seen the original blueprint, but this is my first time fixing the ship. Oh. Conveyor. Corner. A T should be fine, but let's just give it a regular block for now. Just in case something goes here. Reactor... Huh? Why is there a reactor there, but not there? Unless this was something I did when I rescued this ship. Hard to say. I don't know, in the long run, I might make some tweaks. Again, exposed tanks. TT. Ooh, a window. Because I don't have the girders. Girders, where'd you go? Alright, where was I? I already forgot. Window. Oh, I think I need more reactor components. Or thruster components. Blah, whatever they're called. See, I would like to move the tank up by 1, but I don't want these thrusters sticking out. Unless I replace this with a small tank. But I might need the actual large tanks, because I don't need to run out of gas. Could you imagine that? It's like, I'm on my way to beat up the Factorum. Hey, why come my ship's not moving? You know, ran out of gas. Oh, this wing is completely missing on this side. Interesting. Well, time to rebuild it. If these lag spikes don't kill me. Oh my god.
Energy low.
Haha. Energy is low. I've noticed stuff stopped spawning in once I started working on this ship. But yet when I'm over here, stuff was spawning in. This corner must be far enough away from the actual station for stuff to spawn in. Interesting. Alright. Thruster components. Production. Huh? Did I ever reconnect this? Power on. Power on. Okay. Huh. Well, whatever. Thruster. Oh? You are a cryo chamber? Huh? Okay. But what is this cryo chamber supposed to be connected to? Unless I got rid of that. Yep, don't like the oxygen tank on the bottom. Yeah, okay. Well, take it one block at a time. And where we are, 7. Bob, you're kind of noisy. I thought I turned you down last episode. Derp. Okay. You are cargo. The symmetry in me is saying, no, I don't like this. I need construction components. Okay. Leggy, leggy, leggy. Alright, where was I? I was right here. Okay. Although... I could totally replace that fan with a full block fan and get rid of that elbow completely. Grey Baka, hello. It's funny how the makes the encounter ambassador, because it doesn't exactly match two versions. The one you buy from the stations or the one from the first jump. You can buy the ambassador from a station? Ugh. I have not purchased any station ships in my time playing this game. I have done the first jump, but I don't remember the ship being in it. Maybe that was just too long ago to remember. But there's different versions. Interesting. Well, now you got me interested. Now I want to go do it. Do the first jump, blueprint it, go to the station, buy it, blueprint it, and compare. Might have to admin blueprint it, but hey, you know. Anyway, stay focused, Prime. Stay focused. Okie dokie. Do my best to keep it symmetrical. Alright, and you are going to be like that. but probably like that. Because it's on the outside. Okay, because it lines up with that. Yep. 7. Oops. Like that? Yeah. Feels a bit off, but whatevs. That one doesn't even have thrusters. Oh boy. Then let's do this. Thruster, thruster. That. How about that one? The square, then a triangle. The triangle and the squares above it. Do that. And from there, 2 thrusters in the back. Well. No. Armor. Ooh, that's a thruster. Okay. And that one was supposed to be this one. Oh, is that going to be too close to my lights? I think it's going to be. I'll stop there. Alright, hydro, ion in the middle. I'll definitely need to look up the original blueprint. At least just to fill in the gaps. Alright, one of these was a thruster. Which one was it? That one. 1 block, so right there. Number 1. Same one. Haha. No, that can't be right. Huh. Durr. More thruster components. Let's go ahead and recharge. I'll queue those components up. Mining survey drone. You know, it's too bad nothing fun spawns in, like military this, or pirate that. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on the military cargo ships. Of course, that was the smaller one. Half guessing on some of this. I could totally fit something in right there. Not sure what though. Blastos. Maybe another cryo chamber right here. Kinda want it symmetrical though. Unless this room's designed for 4 of them. What's behind this block? A battery. You know, when you have a cryo chamber right there, why would that be a battery and not a conveyor? Meh. Leave that part alone for now. The old-fashioned windows. I mean, it's a... press the right button. It's a good idea in general. I'll probably swap those out for actual windows. For now, it's just about symmetry. Oh, an entire part of the ship is missing. Well, okay. Alright, I'm going to need you again. Leggy, leggy, leggy. No, right here. Two doors, 3 blocks. 2 doors, 1, 2, 3 blocks. Okay, and then the 2 doors, followed by 2 blocks. Two, and then a base. Bang. Alright. That's been sitting there a while. And I did that one wrong. Boop. Give us a better build camera. Like when you're playing No Man's Sky, you can just exit yourself into a spectator camera and build that way. Would love it. Unknown signal? Is that the first one of this stream? Unless I'm completely blind. There's 2 more ions that go there? Dirt, where am I looking? Alrighty then. I will definitely have to look up the original blueprint. Let me back up a little bit. See, like, I know this right here is a hangar, but chop this leg while you're working with that. Chop this part off, and then I think the ship would look pretty cool, but you would lose the hangar in the process. That is very true, Greybaka. For right now, I'm just simply replacing blocks by symmetry. I mean, that's basically as far as I'm going. And I kid you not, the lag in this game is definitely being more noticeable. What gives? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely expecting to change things once I look up the original blueprints. I want to say this part here is just a floor of light armor blocks. I think so.
Energy low.
Of course it is. Tell you what, let's recharge and grab this signal. Empty my inventory first. And I'm going to plop it right there. Dirt. Wait a second. Did one of these factorums change? I'm going to have to double check those settings. I could have sworn that I had the settings set so that way they don't despawn until I actually do something. Take them over, destroy them, etc., etc. Yeah, like, I could have sworn the other one was maybe 23 kilometers over there? Or at 2,300 kilometers. Come on, big money. Still nothing. It's quite the interesting thingamajig. Find this one in a spacesuit start. You have your first thruster. Blast doors too. Interesting. Ooh, laggy. Lag is the real enemy. Yoinks! The unknown signals are the bane of your existence. Mm-hmm. You need to get them all? Just like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. Boop! Oh, actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Vroom. Quick recharge. Now, Factorum 4600. Let's see which one this is. Note to self, always look at the darker part. High profile transport. No, it's still the long ship. Okay, maybe I'm just confusing myself. I gotta look back at the beginning of the stream. What were the distances for these ships? Could have sworn it was a lot closer than that, though. Say, lovey. Oh, thing already moved. I can see myself using half of the Blue Ambassador design in a brand new ship. Is that an air show with all the smoke? It could be. I mean, I don't know why that long ship had smoke and stuff. Maybe it had one thing that was broken? Anyway, where was I? It's not the correct size, but I could easily put a turret right here and right here. Okay, memo to me. Once you make a dedicated garage for next series, make it bigger than your ship. I mean, I know this is not a dedicated garage, it's just a square. Square of lights. Oh? windows. Oh, more thrusters. Too much PCU in one place? You got a point there. I mean, you figure we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 large grid ships. 3 small grids, but they're nothing. And of course, the 3 large stations. Agreed, a lot of grids next to each other? Okay. Well, perhaps I should consider moving stuff. I know I'm extremely disorganized, but how about I take one of these 3 stations and 2 ships and go somewhere else, etc., etc. Well, this middle one has all of my items in refinery, etc. So that one would need to stay with the ships I'm working on. Lay out the blocks more and spread them out a bit more? Yeah. I think you guys are right. I've just kind of threw everything in a corner. Bad, Prime. How dare you do that? Now let me think for a second. I wish the game had more vanilla space stations. I mean, there's only these 3. It's possible there's a 4th, but I don't know. Well, let me circle back to that later. I'll have to tolerate the lag just a little bit. What else can I do on this ship? Why is this green? Because that light is blue, and that thing is yellow. Oh, snap, that's right. Survival kit. Survival kit. I knew I was forgetting something. My Merc ship does not have a backup survival kit, and I have learned through trial and error I really need it. It has a backup control seat. Here's that. Where can I put the survival kits? Probably like down here, you think? I have to stop and think, where are those connectors? Definitely something there. Laggy spike, laggy spike. Oh, stop saying that, Prime. What about... No, don't put it side by side. I mean, I have the refill station right here. Should I have a backup survival kit if I have a refill station? Yes, because I can't respawn at a refill station. Okay, lockers, ladder shaft. That would be the corner base with the funky stuff. Which is that one. So it's either this one or that one. That is the tank. This one. Huh? Don't. Huh. I don't know. Can I put a survival kit right there? Ew. Right there would be preferred, but piping it's going to be an issue. Something else I'll circle back to. What else can I do with this ship? I can grab some girders. Why'd I press that button? The ions go one block over? Yep, you are correct. I would have eventually figured that out. At least I'm off by one block.
Energy low. Inventory full.
Energy in inventory. Better do the energy first. Woohoo! Whee! Go, Bob, go. I'm thinking after today's episode and over the weekend, I'll slowly move some of this stuff to a different location. But let's leave the green ships and maybe the blue station in one spot. Because those ones I just don't know if I'm actually going to use. Or if I'll eventually grind them down for parts. Truth is, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Factorum station. Grind it down for parts? Make it part of a future station? Dunno. When I take on the Factorum warships, I want 2 ships to go in at the same time. I'm thinking Merc ship, Corvette. Red ship, blue ship. 2 separate rounds. So I should probably put these in 2 separate locations? I don't know if I'll go that far. Oh, but if I did that, I could use my trade runner ship to fly between my stations. Ho ho! Actually, you guys want me to build the trade runner now? I got the blueprints. Boom. Boom. Really like this shade of blue. You know, it's too bad these airtight hangar doors didn't cover a bigger distance, other than 2 blocks. But alas, c'est la vie. I think that one needs to be one of those funky blocks. Or not. Maybe just a regular block? Again, original blueprint is definitely needed. I'm going to stop it there, because I don't know how far out it actually goes. What else? Oh, another light. It's too bad the color didn't convert over. Oh well. It is what it is. Five. Of course, that one was a curvy one. Hmm? Ah! Ran into my antenna. What does that conveyor go to? Oh, this fan. Yeah. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Dirt. Core detector. All right. I gotta remember to turn these thrusters back on. Or actually, let's just do that now. Because the ship spawns with these off. I think Build Vision is probably one of my favorite mods. I don't even know how I played back in the day before I even saw mods. Military missile frigate. Oh! Sure, I finally get a military cargo ship, and it has to be the missile one. This one spawns in missiles, and I don't feel like getting my ship destroyed. Because when I take on the Factorum warship, that is also going to spawn in missiles. So, another day. Oh my god, too many thrusters to turn on. Time to take the shortcut. Boop. Ooh, actually, can't do that while it is merge blocked. Off. That should have done the trick. Yup. Well, I can say one thing's for sure. At least none of the cargo ships or anything that spawns in flies directly to me. It would be very bad if I was in a shipping lane. Ooh! I'm getting design ideas. So obviously I'll do this off camera, but I'm thinking definitely get rid of this part and this whole square right here. Bring that down like one block so it is lined up with this wing here. And use that as a base model. You know, ever since I started restoring all of these old vanilla ships, my creative side has been slowly waking up. To the point where I can start building my own ships again and have them be somewhat impressive. Sweetness. Alright, blueprints. Not taco. Trade runner. With jump drives. I've added a... Oh, no.
Inventory full.
Bye-bye components. Oh my god. Always turn Bob off when you are turning on a projector. Bob off. Phantom Bob off. You know how many times I've made that mistake? Okay, let's try this again. Huh? Alright, I turned it off. Okay, keep projection. can't see anything. Oop. I know what I'm doing. Heh. Here we go. Oh, right, the new 3x3 block. I may have forgotten about that. Oh, snap, that's a little close. Okay, so basically, yeah, over the weekend I'll move this stuff because it's way too much in one location. But let me use my trade runner to go in between stations. Like, these two will be at one station because I'm fixing them up. And when I'm ready for battle, I'll fly over to the second station and grab my warship. Yeah. I like the sound of that. And I think Bob can come on right now. Here, let me recharge real quick. Snap. Okay, here it is. Now, I did add the mod projection to assembler. Make sure I'm selecting the correct one. Send to assembler, go. That way it can actually queue up all this junk. Woo, look at that thing go. Alright, Bob can come back on. Although... Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Show area. Nope, Bob is not set to come over here. Ha! Of course he's not. Turn you off for a second. Bob, you're just out of range. Ramboli, you need a new keyboard, dude. Okay. Bob. Alright, let me adjust Bob. There we go. Ping! Ah! Sound is at 6. You know what? Sound is 0. I'm not messing with that sound anymore. Sound at 0. Sometimes you're scared to log in. Three, by 3. This one. Floor slab. Very nice. As far as health, I wonder how much health this 3x3 floor has compared to 3 small light armor blocks. And is there a heavy armor version of this in case I want it for a warship? That's going to be a few minutes. Too far away to see. Alright, what is next? What is next? I think that was all the symmetry I can get done without looking at the blueprints. Oh, like I definitely hate the old-fashioned antennas. They are way too big. Really want to redesign this. 100% hates hydrogen tanks that are exposed. Not sure what I'm going to do with the Pirate Raider. Same with the Ghoul Corvette. Something I'm going to put on the back shelf and leave it there for a bit. Well, while I wait for my trade runner ship, what about... Now, the blue station. I have not done anything with this other than let Bob fix up what blocks are here. There's really not much here. It's basically one floor and all this stuff underneath it. It does have spots for all these connectors. Hello there, Russell. Have I attacked a Factorum ship? In this stream? No. In, what was it, 2 streams ago? Yes. I took my mercenary ship. It was a slightly different model than what you see, and I took on the Factorum warship. I died horribly. It was a complete failure. But it is something I'm gearing up to do. Hopefully in Sunday's stream, I'll be taking on the Factorum warship again. Or correction, the longship, because that's where the vote has... Bob, did you stop? Maybe it's still queuing stuff. Yep, still killing a few things. In training. Yeah. It was a big loss, especially since at the time my mercenary ship had a Prototech thruster in the back, and I definitely lost it in the process. But that's okay. I learned from my mistakes and improved my ship a little bit. We're going to go back and kick some butt. Could get my revenge. But I really want to bring a second ship with me. So, working on these 2 ships. I am going to convert this Corvette to heavy armor over the weekend. And yeah, go from there. I also got to move stuff around. There's way too much PCU in this one location, causing lag. I don't even know what I'm going to do with these stations. I captured them and haven't done a thing. Haven't even grabbed all the materials. Ha! Slacking. But I mean, I still have the small grid Prototech thruster. I have not designed a small grid ship with Prototech. Maybe that's something I should do. Is Bob done yet? Production done. Actually, let's do this. Warning, protection out of bounds. 298 out of 301. Really? I'm missing a light armored panel and a graded catwalk. Really? Oh, because the catwalk is right above here. That's fine. And where is that light armor panel? That's one of them. And that's the other. But why come those didn't weld up? Huh. What does that say? 2 panels in the catwalk? Yep. Well, here's a thought. Get the steel plates first. I have steel plates. WTF.
Energy low.
Well, don't know why those last 2 don't want to weld up, but whatever. Uh-oh. Where's my downwards thrust? Or, my upwards thrust? Maybe I cover them with these panels? Oh my god. Well, here, let's do this. Off. Actually, no, wait. They're right here. Oh my god. Whew. Scared myself. Okay. Then turn this back on. Boop. Alright, Bob, fix those back up. Or don't, Bob. Okay. Nothing like bringing a new ship to a series and forgetting stuff. And I don't really care about those two panels that did not spawn in, but I'm curious why Bob didn't want to spawn them in. Leave it as a glitch. Oh, how much you want to bet? It was because, Weird. Maybe there's not enough room in this corner? Who knows? Anyway. Prime Space Station. So, I added a mod to add smaller jump drives. So I now have 1x1 jump drives. Pretty nifty for this small little ship. Tell me I have a fan. Yep, fan's right there. Oh good, the hotbar transferred over. Whew. Where's my connector? Did I not set that up? Ew. Trade runner connector. Good. Event controller is working. Everything is being charged. Let me zoom in. Why can't I take off? Pardon me, technical difficulties. Did this somehow become info? So it lost its trade runner name and it's somehow a station. That's weird. Okay, cool. Anyway, trade runner's all up and running. It does not have any weapons on it though. So then, where should I move this stuff? I got 3 locations. I mean, granted, I could just leave some of it right here, which would be the better option. Why don't I leave the stuff that I'm not really going to do anything with, like the green ship. Oh my god, those thrusters are noisy. We'll say both green ships can stay here, and I'll leave them with the blue station. So I really don't know if I'm going to do anything with either of those. To be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Factorum station. Should I bring these 2 ships to the moon? Or do I really need to go that far? How far away should I bring all of these extra PCUs? Oh, this thing totally needs a grav drive. Could always just park it over there by 20, 50 kilometers? Oh, and by the way, with 2 1x1 drives, I can jump 2,000 kilometers. Yay! Oh, if only this small ship could take on the warship. I'd go right now. Yeah, totally going to think on that. Oh, come on. Whee! Cha-ching! Good. Alrighty then, so I'll need to look up the original blueprints for these 2 ships to see what I'm missing. Then I can decide what direction to bring them. I need to find a spot for a survival kit on the Merc ship. It is only a backup in case the med lab gets destroyed. I will convert this Corvette to heavy armor. and move everything around so there's not so much lag next time. If the safe zone working on them, I never even turned them on. Oh, actually, one thing I can do, before we go, I can show y'all what I'm working on. Only take a minute. Where am I? Prime's Junkyard. Ah, the wonderful load screens. I see the blue frame in the background. Although I think it's called the Blue Destroyer. And whatever that one is in the bottom right. Okay. Ignore this stuff. It's, I blueprint everything just to give myself ideas. Alright. Give that lag a chance to disappear. So, I'm in the process of seeing how the Corvette will operate when it's heavy armor. And I made some changes. Getting much better results with this in my test runs. But, yep, this ship here is what I'm working on. See, I took the blue frame, and I have been adding different ship designs to it. Here's the Blue Destroyer, the original blueprint from Keen. I took these artillery turrets, the way it's designed, and put them right here. Oh, and these circular thruster things, they are part of the colony ship, or the Pilgrim's Curiosity, as the original blueprint was called. This is something I fixed up a while ago. I thought about keeping the same design for the back, but if it's going to be a warship, one hit from a ship behind me, kaboom. You know, it's nowhere near done. Gotta leave room for more turrets, because I want this thing to have guns, guns, and guns. Honestly, this middle part here, I might end up getting rid of. This here's the original front of the blue frame. Here is something I've been working on. I've been wanting to make a ship that is specifically designed to crash into other ships without going kaboom. And this one's ready for a test run. It's basically 3-4 blast doors long. Chance for that little crash. And ignore the rest of this. Yeah. See, this part here is new, but this part here is from my original warship, the Omega Defender, right here, which is a horrible ship, but has lots of guns. But I basically just took this front and added more for the bumper. Yeah. What's that? That's the Merc ship. This Corvette, bunch of testing stuff. Moving on. Oh, this is one of the Factorum thingies. when I do a dedicated garage in my next series, I really should do something similar to this. Only, like, bigger. Considering the size of my ships. Okay, moving on. Haha. Now, I already deleted this middle part. But I'm thinking this part here and the white part here should be some kind of hangar. Here's my custom mining ship. This thing I've had since day one. I've made multiple design changes in the process. But it just barely fits right here. However, in the long run, I don't know if I'm going to be bringing a drill ship with me, or if I'm going to have a small little ship to like grab the Factorum stuff. So this entire middle stuff needs to be redone. See if I can get a good angle of this. I mean, it has potential. Nowhere near done. You want to do the turtle ship from Stargate and use jumping front as the head. Have the head and legs move. Oh, yeah, dude. What else? Oh, I spent a while trying to figure out the thrusters. And I was trying to get some Prototech thruster designs going, but ultimately they're just too big. I don't know, I don't know. Was not working out. Wasn't I working on something else over here? It's probably a different map I'm thinking of. I already showed these vehicles. Now, when I start up my next series, I think this colony ship is going to be one of the first I fix up. It's designed to be a mothership, not a warship. I made it bigger than the original design. I don't think I need to go that big. But we'll see. That's a long ways away. Too much PCU in this area. Oh, I guess I can show one last thing, then we're going to call it a day. Not much left to do. We'll say Earth creation. Ooh, maybe this right here is something I should do. Instead of a space station, find a big asteroid and just set up a base right there. Whew. I don't know. I'll need to think on that one. Actually, yeah. I mean, in the next series I do want a base on every planet and a station in next to every planet. So why not just go straight to an asteroid? More protection too. But I'll have to browse for a big asteroid. Alright, is there anything on this map I have not shown before? I've been doing some drone testing. Yeah. Little too early for me to play with drones. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah. In my next series, I'm going to be finishing this rover. This is as far as I got. So basically the idea behind this is to go out, find a crashed ship, dig it up, throw it on this thing in some way, and bring it back to base in this rover. Kind of like a tow truck. Yes and no. But that's a long-term process. Ignore that old model. And one of these days, I gotta get around to finishing my Voltron. The ambition for this project has been very, very low. Currently building it in Minecraft. I'm expecting it to go through design phases, changes. I also need to design how it's going to look when it's a leg form. Like, let's go this way. This right here is decent for the back leg, but I don't know how I'm going to do the front leg. Have you not seen my Voltron Ramboli? I've shown it a few times, but I forget the last time I did it. Still got a lot of programming to do, but he's got the basic walking cycle. The only real downside is these legs will totally destroy the ground and any voxels it's on. So it's kind of just for funsies. But it's my first mech. Technically second. I've tried making Voltron himself two-legged mechs. Nah, forget it. They are extremely hard to do. So I rage quit. Alright, anyway, that's it for now, folks. I'm going to try to get the Corvette converted to heavy armor over the weekend. So hopefully Sunday I should be able to take on those two ships from the Factorum. Hopefully. I make no promises, but we'll see what happens. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and we'll see you Sunday. Good night.